It looks like the US scrambled a couple F-16 jets investigating a plane uh, that was unresponsive. It come to find out the pilot had passed out and they crashed.
Happened to hear it? A loud boom disrupted our gorgeous Sunday. Fox News has since learned that it was a sonic boom from a military aircraft that took off from Joint Base Andrews.
Fox 5's David Kaplan has been all over this since the loud boom happened around 3 this afternoon. He joins us live from Joint Base Andrews now. The unknowns of this situation are just startling for everyone. Tell us, David, what have you learned so far?
Well, Jacqueline and Sierra, good evening to you. Fox 5 has learned that the impetus, the beginning of this incident, was a small private aircraft that was flying erratically in the area that was not responding to radio calls. Fighter jets were scrambled from Joint Base Andrews, and in the process of that, they were cleared to go to supersonic speeds. When they did that, that boom, according to officials, is what many of you heard across our area. In a statement, NORAD says that the pilot of the small plane was not responsive when they scrambled and caught up with that plane over Virginia before it crashed. We'll talk more about that in a second, but as for what all this sounded and felt like, here's a sampling of videos shared with Fox 5.
Kind of sounds like an explosion, but isn't it cool that we can build vehicles that can break the sound barrier?
Fox 5's newsroom got calls from all over our area, from Annapolis to Springfield, Virginia, and plenty of places in between saying they heard the boom. As for this Cessna plane, we are told it crashed in southwest Virginia near Stanton. Virginia State Police is saying they've been unable to locate the plane as of now due to cloudy conditions in that area. Here's a Fairfax County man.
Well, once they locate it, they'll probably try to get the black box, and that should tell them what went wrong with the plane. And uh, if something did go wrong with the plane, I'm thinking maybe the cockpit may have decompressed, causing the pilot to pass out from lack of oxygen.
Describing what he heard and felt.
I mean, we're just watching TV, trying to be quiet, and then, loud bang. The whole house shook, kind of like vibrated a little bit afterwards, and we both jumped up off the couch. And it was honestly, I thought maybe like somebody was trying to kick the door in, or like a car ran into the side of the house. So we got up, ran around, started checking everything, and.
So a little bit more from NORAD here. They said that the jets were scrambled from here, eventually caught up with this Cessna, this small plane. They fired flares to try and get the pilot's attention. That was unsuccessful. Sounds like they eventually had a visual inside the plane and saw that the pilot was unconscious, and eventually that plane crashed in the George Washington National Forest in Western Virginia at about 3:20. Guys.
Wow, David, well, the reactions you got from everyone just showed the magnitude of this situation. You've been digging for answers about the loud.
Shoot, I hope the passengers are passed out as well, because imagine being on a plane that is crashing and your pilot is passed out and possibly dead, and there's nothing you can do.
Boom ever since it happened. With the research you've done so far, what can you tell us about the plane?
Well, Sierra, we know that that plane took off from Tennessee. According to publicly available records, it was heading for Long Island, New York. Indications are it almost got there, but then mysteriously took a U-turn and started flying back in the direction of Tennessee. That is when it was encountered in this area. It is unclear exactly what exactly happened on that plane. That is the subject of ongoing investigations by federal authorities. If we learn anything about that, we'll be sure to pass that along to you. We'll have the very latest on this on Fox 5 starting at 10 o'clock.